योगा ही प्राचीन भारताची जगाक देण. 2015 सावन 21 जून हो दीस जागतिक योगा दीस म्हणून मनयतात. आंतरराष्ट्रीय पातळीचेर योगाचो प्रचार आनी प्रसार करपाक भारताचे माननीय प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी हाणें मोठो फुडाकार घेतला आनी ह्या वावरांत मोठो यशूय तांकां मेळ्ळा. आयच्या ह्या दिसा प्रुडंटाच्या खाशिल्ल्या कार्यावळींतल्यान पळयात माननीय प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी आनी माननीय मुखेलमंत्री डॉक्टर प्रमोद सावंत यांचे योगाचे संबोधन. तशेंच गोंयचे योगा शिक्षक आनी योगा प्रेमी कडल्यान आयकुयात आयचे दिसाचे आनी योगाचे महत्व.
नमस्कार. छठे अंतर्राष्ट्रीय योग दिवस की आप सभी को बहुत बहुत बधाई और शुभकामनाएं. अंतर्राष्ट्रीय योग दिवस का ये दिन एक प्रकार से एकजुटता का दिन है. ये विश्व बंधुत्व के संदेश का दिन है. ये वननेस ऑफ ह्यूमननेस का दिन है, जो हमें जोड़े, साथ लाए. वही तो योग है. जो दूरियों को खत्म करे, वही तो योग है. कोरोना के इस संकट के दौरान दुनिया भर के लोगों का माय लाइफ माय योगा वीडियो ब्लॉगिंग कंपटीशन में हिस्सा लेना इस बात को दिखाता है कि योग के प्रति उत्साह कितना बढ़ रहा है, कितना व्यापक है. साथियों, इस साल अंतर्राष्ट्रीय योग दिवस की थीम योगा एट होम एंड योगा विथ फैमिली ये तय हुई है. आज हम सब सामूहिक कार्यक्रमों से दूर रहकर घर में ही अपने परिवार के साथ मिलकर योग कर रहे हैं. बच्चे हो, बड़े हो, युवा हो, परिवार के बुजुर्ग हो, सभी जब एक साथ योग के माध्यम से जुड़ते हैं तो पूरे घर में एक ऊर्जा का संचार होता है. और इसलिए इस बार का योग दिवस, अगर मैं दूसरे शब्दों में कहूं तो ये भावात्मक योग का भी दिन है. एक सजग नागरिक के रूप में हम परिवार और समाज के रूप में एकजुट होकर आगे बढ़ेंगे. हम प्रयास करेंगे कि योगा एट होम एंड योगा विथ फैमिली को अपने जीवन का हिस्सा बनाएं. ये सिर्फ एक दिन के लिए नहीं होना चाहिए. और अगर हम ये करेंगे तो हम जरूर सफल होंगे, हम जरूर विजयी होंगे. इसी विश्वास के साथ आप सभी को फिर से अंतर्राष्ट्रीय योग दिवस की अनेक अनेक शुभकामनाएं. लोकाः समस्ता सुखिनो भवन्तु. ओम.
इंटरनॅशनल योगा डे गोंय राज्याच्या वतीन मनोवपी ह्या इंटरनॅशनल योगा डेक म्हज्या समोर आसात सांखळेचे नगराध्यक्ष बाब यशवंत माडकर, आमचे डायरेक्टर ऑफ आयुष सेलाचे डेप्युटी डायरेक्टर डॉक्टर दत्ता भट, जे हांगासर स्थानिक कावन्सिलर बाब ब्रह्मानंद देसाई, आमचे ह्या स्पोर्ट्स कॉम्प्लेक्साचे अध्यक्ष बाब दिगंबर उसपकर, योग समिती सांखळी हाचे अध्यक्ष बाब शांताराम काणेकर, साई नर्सिंग इन्स्टिट्यूटचे बाब पांडुरंग कुट्टीकर, भारतीय जनता पार्टीचे अध्यक्ष बाब गोपाळ सुर्लकर, योग प्रशिक्षक बाब संदेश बारादनकर, ताजे उपरांत आमच्या ह्या इनचार्ज ऑफ दीस प्रोजेक्ट आमचो परवार आनी बाकी हांगासर योग करपा खातीर आमी लिमिटेड संख्येन आपयल्या सगळ्या म्हज्या मोगाळ भावांनो आनी भयणांनो. इंटरनॅशनल योगा डे आमी गेली 5 वर्सां मनयता अंदू 6वें वर्स फक्त कोविड-19 ह्या दुयेंसा खातीर ताजे रेस्ट्रिक्शन्स घालून मोठ्या प्रमाणात जे मनयताले ते ऑनलायन पद्दतीत वचपाचो सगळ्यांनी फॉलो केले आनी राष्ट्रपती पंतप्रधाना पासून सगळेच कडेन सगळे जाण आयज ऑनलायन आसात. योगा आपल्या एक लिमिटेड लोकां मदीं बसून लिमिटेड जाग्या वयल्यान ऑनलायन सगळ्या पद्दतीत योगा आयज फॉलो करता. आज खास करून गोंय सरकारच्या वतीन म्हणजे आमी जे हांगासर योगा करतले सगळे मेळोन हे ऑनलायन पुराय संवसारभर हांगासल्यान वयतले. खास करून बाब संदेश बारदनकर आमकां जे प्रात्यक्षीक दाखयतलो ते प्रात्यक्षीक आमीच न्हय तर गोंयभरांतले कितलेशे तरणाटे युवक आपल्या घरा कडेन बसून फॉलो करताले. कालच्यान गोंय सरकारच्या वतीन ताजी आमी प्रसिद्धी केल्या 7:30 ते 8:30 पर्यंत सगळे लायव्ह CMO पेजीचेर आनी बाकीच्या सगळ्या कडल्यान ऑनलायन योगा फॉलो करतले. त्या खातीर परत एकदां तुमकां सगळ्यांक खूब खूब शुभेच्छा. योग साधना आनी योगाभ्यास जाका आमी म्हणटा की योगा अभ्यास केल्या उपरांत आमी योग साधने कडेन पावोवंक शकता. खंयच्याय गोश्टीचेर जर आमी मात करतले आसत जाल्यार ताका अभ्यास करप आनी ताची साधना करप ही खूब म्हत्वाची आसा. म्हाका दिसता कोविड-19 खातीर सांखळी योग समिती करपी डेली योगा खंय तरी खंड पडला. बट रेस्ट्रिक्टेड मोमेंटांतल्यान परत एकदां रवींद्र भवनात तो सुरू जावचो जेणे करून योगाभ्यास आमीय करचो आनी इतरांक योगाभ्यास करपा खातीर प्रवृत्त करचे हे खूब म्हत्वाचें आसा. एक योग शिक्षकान न्ही तर प्रशिक्षकान सुद्दां म्हणजे आपल्या फॅमिलीक योगाभ्यास फॉलो करपाक लावचो आनी ह्या सगळ्या माध्यमांतल्यान आमी योग साधने कडेन पावतले. योग साधने कडेन इतकेच खातीर म्हणटा हांव ही योग साधना ही स्वताच्या आपल्या आरोग्या खातीर आसा, आपल्या फॅमिलीच्या आरोग्या खातीर आसा आनी ती योग साधना मेळची म्हणूनच तर आमकां योगाभ्यास सदोदीत करप गरजेचो आसा. परत एकदां आयच्या इंटरनॅशनल योगा डेच्या निमित्तान योगाभ्यास सुरू जावचो. जरी कोरोना व्हायरस आनी कोविड-19 आसलें आमी सोशल डिस्टन्सिंग मेंटेन करून म्हणजे आमचे कडेन खूब मोठ्या प्रमाणात स्पेस आसा. कारण परत कोरोना व्हायरसाचेर जर आमी मात करतले आसत जाल्यार आमची इम्युनिटी वाडपाक जाय आनी आमी जशें म्हणटा की इम्युनिटी जर वाडटले आसत जाल्यार योगाभ्यास आनी योग साधना ही खूब म्हत्वाची आसा. आज खंयची म्हणजे व्हायरस आपल्या कडेन येवपाक जायना आसत जाल्यार तितकी आपली इम्युनिटी आसची पडटा आनी पुराय जगार जर पळयत जाल्यार भारत देशा कडेन खूब मोठ्या प्रमाणात ती इम्युनिटी आसा आनी माननीय पंतप्रधान नरेंद्र मोदीजी आनी माननीय अमित शाह हांच्या विजना खातीर आमी कोरोना व्हायरसाचेर कंट्रोल दवरपाक शकले. कोविड-19 ह्या मॉर्टेलिटी रेट कमी करपाक शकले आनी हेच तर कारण आसा की ताजेर आमी मोठ्या प्रमाणात कंट्रोल दवरपाक शकले आनी हाज्याय फुडें आमकां जर कंट्रोल दवरपाचो आसत जाल्यार म्हाका दिसता इंटरनॅशनल योगा डेच्यान सुरू जाल्लो हो योगाभ्यास आनी योग साधना सातत्यान आनी सगळ्या लोकांक म्हणजे आपूण आपल्या फॅमिली आनी इतरांच्या फॅमिली पर्यंत पावप हे जर आमी सातत्यान प्रॅक्टीस करीत जाल्यार निश्चितच फक्त कोरोना व्हायरसच न्हय तर कित्येक दुयेंतां पासून आमी खूब खूब पयस रावंक शकता. सोंपयता आसतना परत एकदां आमच्या कार्यक्रम सुरवात करता आसतना बाप संदेश नांव कितें विशाल गावस हाजे खरोखरूच सांगता हांव मना पासून आनी गोंय सरकारच्या वतीन अभिनंदन करता. कारण ज्या पद्दतीत ताजी फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी आसा आनी म्हाका दिसता ताज्या खातीर संदेश बारदनकर बाब हाणेंय खूब मोठ्या प्रमाणात कश्ट घेतला. ताज्याय खातीर ताळयो जावच्यो आनी एप्रिसिएट करता. अशा पद्दतीचे युवक हे आमच्या मदीं आसात. ओके, जे इतर भुरग्यांक ह्या योग साधने खातीर प्रवृत्त करू शकता. खरोखरूच बाब विशाल गावस तुझे खूब खूब अभिनंदन आनी तुमकां सगळ्यांक आयच्या दिसाच्यो खूब खूब शुभेच्छा. धन्यवाद.
I have been practicing yoga for the last 6 years and I began yoga at a very late stage of my life, almost in my 40s, and I began with a notion that yoga is done only by old people or yoga helps you come out of pains. So I was not aware of how yoga would help me, and I got into it because of severe problems I was suffering at that point of time. In fact, when I was having lots of spinal cord issues, let's say the L4, L5 lower back problem, or I had spondylosis, I had vertigo, I had several frozen shoulder, you name it. So right from top of the spine till bottom, I had all problems, and I was going through the severe thing, and plus my metabolism had gone for a toss. I had enrolled into a PhD program at Goa University. I was also getting a scholarship from UGC's major research project. So I was into so many things. Plus I had my personal problems at home, which I was going through. Finally, to get rid of these kind of problems, plus also to avoid heavy painkiller dosages, I had to take refuge in yoga. The first thing is you have to do, they say, on an empty stomach. But always it is not possible because we all have a very, very hectic lifestyle. Like for me, I have chosen the evening classes because morning I'm working. I go to the college. I have to go early in the morning, 8 o'clock, 8:15 we start college. And by the time I come and I have my lunch, it's almost about 2 o'clock. So I have to eat and I have to see that at least there is a 2-hour gap minimum between your lunch, which is a heavy food, and the next yoga practice. And if it is more than 2 hours, it's of course very good. Initially, just enjoy the simple things which you can do. Anyone can do those simple stretches. There are even simple exercises which are called as Laghu Pranayams, or simple exercises and stretches which even old people can do. Yoga is for any age. So you start with that, get into that routine. Once you get used to it, and then you can get into a complicated pose. Many people think that yoga is a very static exercise. It's very old, very boring. Some people think it is related to religion. It's only belonging to a certain religion, or because of the Omkar that we chant in it. But let me tell you, yoga has got nothing to do with religion. And even chanting Om, you know that we break the syllables into A, U and Ma. And it has been already proved how beneficial it is to your health. So considering these kind of things, you have to keep aside and take the benefits of yoga, experience it. Only then you will know how will it benefit you. I have got addicted to yoga and exercises because of the benefits it has given me. And believe me, it is just not that you do yoga one time or you do once in a while and it will give you benefits. Just like you have an expensive car or an expensive mobile, you take care of it, right? You have to service your car regularly. You have to charge your mobile regularly. There are sometimes your operating system failures you have to again do. So there are so many things you take care of all these devices. Your body is the most expensive device. If you're not recharging, if you're not taking care of it, how will it function properly? So you have to do it. So considering all these benefits, I already got addicted to yoga, and so I kept it in mind that I have to follow. Yoga is absolutely beneficial, not only because it is recognized internationally and the foreigners look at it as a gymnastics point of view, but yoga is not only gymnastics, okay? It is not acrobatics. Yoga means union of mind, body and soul. And this, I would say, is the best exercise which combines all the three, and the effects of it you will get only when you keep practicing regularly. So that is my my last this thing to the students, that they should practice yoga regularly.
योगा म्हणटा तो खरें तर आमी जर पळयत जाल्यार योगा म्हणटा तें आमचें मन आनी आमचें शरीर हें जेन्ना एकठांय जाता तेन्ना योगा घडटा. योगासनांत कितें जाता तर खूब आमचे अवयव आसतात, खूब आमचे स्नायू आसतात. हे जेन्ना पळय शरिराचे स्नायू जेन्ना आमी ताणटात तेन्ना ते घट जातात. आनी घट जाताच इतलें न्ही तर ते स्नायू शक्तिमान जातात. त्या स्नायूंतल्यान कितें समज रक्ताचो पुरवठो बरो जाता, त्या स्नायूचे ताणिल्ल्यान ताजेर मनाचेरय प्रभाव जाता, मन शांत जाता. अशेंच न्ही तर आमचे एक हॅप्पी हार्मोन म्हण आसता, एंडोर्फिन म्हणून. तर तो हॅप्पी हार्मोन जेन्ना आमी स्नायू ताणटात तेन्ना शरिरांत ताचे निर्मिती जाता. दुसरें आमी प्राणायाम म्हणटा तो कितें, आमचो श्वास. आमी सगळे आमचे फुफ्फुस वापरनात, आमी 1/3 फुफ्फुस वापरतात. पूण जेन्ना योगाचो प्राणायाम करतात न्ही तेन्ना आमी पुराय फुफ्फुस वापरतात. पुराय फुफ्फुस जेन्ना वापरतात तेन्ना सगळे ऑक्सिजनेशन जाता. योगासनात सगळे आमचे स्नायू वापरतात. ताका लागून खूब वेळार कितें जाता, आज भुरग्यांकच न्ही खूब लोकांक मानेचो ताण जाले. कित्याक लागून आमी गाडी चलयतात, आमी ऑफिसांत बसतात, आमी वाचतात, आमी तर मान आमी अशीच मुखारच फॉरवर्ड बेंडिंगच करतात, मुखारच ताणटात. मान फाटल्यान व्हरपाचे जे स्नायू आसात ते ताणनात. तर जेन्ना भुरग्यांनी मानेच्या स्नायूचे सारके व्यायाम केले तेन्ना कितें जातले, ते सगळे मानेचे स्नायू आसात ते बरे धष्टपुष्ट जातले आनी मागीर तांकां त्रास जावचो ना. जेन्ना आमी एक पळयतात, एक वाचतात, तर त्या वाचता आसतना एकाग्रता आसप गरजेची. तर भुरग्यां मदीं आज ते एकाग्रतेचे आज आमकां एकाग्रता भुरग्यां मदीं दिसपाक खूब त्रास जाता. भुरग्यांक मन एकाग्र करपाक त्रास जाता. तर आमी जेन्ना हे स्नायू ताणटात तेन्ना ताजो मनाचेरय परिणाम जाता आनी मन शांत जाता. मनाची जी पळय हुशारी आसता, ती हुशारी त्या भुरग्याक मेळटा.
Now the yoga is actually any other sports activities, that is a body conduct game. Physical gym also, football also, basketball also. Yoga is an individual activities. Means we can maintain the social distance also, not each and every person not touching. Everywhere they will travel anywhere, they want to 6 feet place is enough for the yoga. Because the yoga is giving for the mind purification and body purification, controlling in the muscle. Overall, the immunity system is developing. When you do the pranayams, breathing exercise, your cardio strength is developing. Especially now, the corona is affecting in the lungs also. When you do the breathing exercise pranayam, the lungs capacity is automatically improving. Our government of India and government of Goa, they are promoting yoga. The first yoga school is your home. The first yoga teacher is your mother, who taught brushing, who taught all the formalities. Your mother taught. Means your mother is the first yoga teacher. When you do the yoga, you are the stress. We have the good stress is there and bad stress also there. Yoga, the purifying your body, and secondly, the purifying your mind, because the mind purification is very important. Because any yoga people also, they must do every day 2 to 3 minutes meditation. Any child sitting in the floor eating food, that is a 10% of yoga. You must do the yoga is morning 5 o'clock to up to 8 o'clock. That is the best time, 8 to 9 o'clock. Otherwise, evening 4 o'clock also. After food also, minimum you want the 2 hours break is required, because the yoga is an empty stomach is better. Then night time also, you after dinner also, you can do the light asanas, because that is a digestion, vajrasan, pavana muktasan. Because the many people suffering from the gas or acidity problem. I am more than 35 years crossed in yoga. In Goa, last 20 years, I am teaching yoga, Sports Authority of Goa, and Director of Sports Affairs and Goa Police and Fire Service and so many government officers and so many national level sports talent people and so many, because the yoga is required for the everywhere, A to Z, because you know the 6 months baby also get a Bhujangasana. Minimum 45-minute yoga is required. Comparing in the other state, Goa is promoting yoga lots, because I have Panjim at least more than 100 students in my under, regular students. Then more sports people in badminton players, TT table tennis players, footballers. Then I'm conducting from class from the senior citizen also, because the senior citizen, they have a problem is there, arthritis problem, back pain problem, varicose vein problem, then alzheimer's problem they are facing. Then I'm conducting senior citizen class also. They are also doing 45 minutes very nicely.
So yoga is very helpful. When I say yoga, it's about different asanas, breathing technique, meditation, and yes, along with that, we need to work on the stress level. We need to work on a diet, a healthy and a balanced diet. Always work. I have been teaching for the last 5 years. So earlier I was teaching in Bombay. Now since I've moved to Goa, I have been teaching for almost 2 years now. I take all the traditional teaching, उनको मैं practically कैसे use करना है, I tell them that. So once you give them that idea ना कि चलो हम ये technique use कर सकते हैं, but let us use it in a modern time or a modern way. जैसे आप वो सिखा दो ना, एक बार वो idea click हो जाता है, then even जो आज के youth के बारे में जो हम बात कर रहे हैं, जिनको हर चीज fast चाहिए होता है, yoga is a slow process, but it's a long term process. वो आपको long run तक help करेगा, that is for sure. जरूरी नहीं है एक आसन आप सभी को दे दो और सब पे वर्क हो जाता है वो. It never works like that. So if you come to me, if you say, okay, I have certain issues, I'll have to work according to the issues and you will have to deal accordingly. So it's very important to know what are your limitations. Not necessary कि मैंने एक कोर्स कर लिया तो you will have to do the same thing. Not आप अपने हिसाब से करोगे, right? आपकी बॉडी जितनी अलाउ करती है आप उतना ही करोगे और उतना ही करना है, because that is what your body needs at that particular time. The first thing about yoga is when people talk about yoga, पहले the first thought that comes to the mind is any asan or somebody sitting in a lotus position with their eyes closed. It's not about that. Yoga is about awareness. So now if you know that if I'm going to work on the laptop this way, you are going to feel the pain on the shoulders, right? So similarly, yoga helps you with awareness. एक बार वो awareness आ जाता है, automatically everything falls into place. Now again, when people talk about, there are people working from home, there are kids who are constantly on the laptops or their devices, maybe attending some classes. For all you know, they're doing something good, but then yes, it is going to affect their shoulders, their neck. Usme then again, they'll have to keep doing certain stretches because our muscles tend to get tight, तो एक ही position में बैठ के वो tight हो जाता है. So we need to work on stretching those muscles. We do it one day and then we say, "Arey, nothing is happening." It doesn't work that way. You need to practice this every day. Only then can you see the result. It's like we eat, breathe, sleep, drink every day. We need to start taking yoga like that. It shouldn't be like कि हमने एक घंटे का practice कर लिया and now we are good to go. We need to make it a part of our life. It has to be the lifestyle. Only then it is going to work on you and you will see the result. It's not going to take very long, but then you will see the result in a very short span of time. Any habit or anything that you practice, it takes time. So starting में हर चीज difficult लगता है, but then eventually when you practice every day, वो difficult चीजें भी easy हो जाती है, right? So we need to work on doing something on a daily basis. So I think everything becomes easy after a point. So when people talk about mental situation or mental health, yoga has really helped me and it's even helping me today because we all know the situation is really bad. We are struggling with everything. So yoga has definitely helped me on a physical level. Yes, I can vouch for it. Mental level, definitely. Again, I can vouch for it.
Approximately 15 years I've been practicing yoga, and initially I used to do yoga very well, but I think in the past 7 or 8 years I had a minor fall onto my knee, so I couldn't do yoga very, but I still went to the doctors, and to my amazement, there was no broken bone, and I owe that to yoga, because in yoga your bones become like elastic. They stretch because it is so wonderful. So when you have a fall, it hurts, it pains. You may have a little bit of trouble doing it, but eventually you will get there because yoga, because of your breathing, breathing, your lungs expand, you're relaxing, you're doing the asanas, so it helps you. Whatever part is not working, it helps that part to work properly. So I am a really, really big fan of yoga. Yoga can help in keeping coronavirus at bay because you're breathing, and your breathing is enlarging your lungs. You've taken so much of air that it makes your lungs be so pure, so that it is wonderful, because that is what happens. Because corona attacks the lungs, and for corona not to attack the lungs, you have to do all your breathing exercise in a very slow manner, rhythmic way, so that you breathe in and then you breathe out very slowly. And this contracting, expanding, and contracting of your lungs gives your lungs the strength to keep corona at bay. And that's what we've been doing. And I'm requesting everybody in the world, start on your yoga asana, especially the breathing part. Breathe in and breathe out. Exhale and inhale very, very gently. Take your time, relax, and meditation. Meditation is very, very essential for the human body, which is a wonderful machine which God has created. And we have to take care of that machine. The best time to do yoga is in the morning. Very early in the morning, you have your shower, you pray to God, and then you do your Surya Namaskars. Your light exercise that is like a warming up of your body, and then you get into your stretching, where you breathe in and breathe out. You do all your asanas, then you do your balancing, you do a little bit of cardiovascular by marching, by on the spot jogging, and then you do all your the other exercise of stretching, your bhujangasana, which is very good for the heart and lungs, all your asanas, which is it is priceless. You have your asanas are one of the best things to stretch your body, to make your body new, and that can only be done with yoga. My message to the government, the people of the world, is make yoga a compulsory subject in all schools, from infancy to colleges, where this will enhance them in their brain, where the chest is, their entire body, to keep your body healthy and strong. There is nothing compared to yoga in this world. And I'm telling you this because I have been benefited by yoga.